Greetings, I'm Craig Smizer with 5 Realty. Welcome to the September 2025 edition of How's the Market in Steiner Ranch. In August, 17 resale homes closed in Steiner Ranch, which was up 24% from August of 24. Once again this month, I need to give you a heads up that the price increases aren't real. I'll explain in a minute. The median price in August increased 40% to $1,050,000. The average price of a home increased 46% to over $1,177,000. The average price per square foot increased by 9.3% to almost $299. So what's really going on with these numbers? We continue to see strength in the high-end market and weakness in the entry-level market. Of the 17 sales, 4 of the homes sold for $1.75 million or more, with a total of 10 selling over $1 million. There were just 4 sales under $750,000, so both the average and the median prices are really skewed. Now, I'm not going to rehash what I said last month, so if you're interested in why I believe the market is skewed in this manner, watch last month's video. Now let's look at the year-to-date data to see if that gives us a better overall view of the Steiner market. The number of resale homes sold so far in 2025 is 136, up 21% from the first 8 months of last year. The median price of a home has increased 3.3% to $862,500. The average price has decreased to $1,029,000 and some change. That's a decrease of 0.1%. The average price per square foot declined 0.2% to over $294. So this levels out the unusual balance of the past 2 months and gives us a better idea of the real values. Now, the number of available homes during August was 64, down 4.5% from last August. It's also down 20% from last month. Now, it's quite typical at this time of year to see homes removed from the market without selling, either because the house was leased or the seller has simply decided to postpone the move. In fact, 18 homes were taken off the market last month. Now, the number of new listings put on the market was 14, up 7.7%, and the August sales ranged from a low of $500,000 to a high of $2.3 million. The average sales price to list price ratio was 98.4%, and for homes that closed in August, the average days on market was 71, up from 44 last year. The number of homes that went under contract in August was 18, up 64% from last year. There were 39 price reductions last month, which is about 61% of the active homes. So last month, I talked about the expectations of the Federal Reserve lowering the Fed funds rate in September. I reminded you that this is not mortgage rates, and that mortgage rates more closely align with the 10-year Treasury bond. I further noted that while the Fed funds dropping is certainly positive for mortgage rates, it is not a one-to-one correlation, meaning if the Fed funds rate drops by a point, that mortgage rates are not going to drop that much. Now for the new news. The jobs report came in weaker than expected, so expectations of a half-point Fed funds rate drop fueled the stock market. It also helped tick the 10-year bond rate lower, giving us the lowest mortgage rates of the year. But here's the key point. The Treasury just had a strong auction of 10-year bonds selling at the lowest interest rates since March. I won't bore you with the details of the auction, as I'm sure I've already bored many of you with this explanation already. But suffice it to say, it bodes well for mortgage rates. And if you're wondering, my college degree is in economics, so I find this stuff very interesting. In short, I'm more optimistic about mortgage rates now than I've been in a few years. No, we're not going to the 3s and the 4s, but prospects of the 5s are looking really good. If you have any real estate related questions, please don't hesitate to call or text me at 512-650-7300 or email me at craig@realestateinAustin.com. Thanks for watching How's the Market in Steiner Ranch.